Hey guys, Beer Leaguer here with a holiday gift guide that's a little bit different than some of the other ones you've seen online. Uh, Keeping with the Beer League idea, have some ideas here for some cheaper and more alternative holiday gifts than you're probably finding online. Everybody'd like to get a Spark skate sharpener or a Super Deker or a $300 hockey stick, things like that, but not always in the cards. So here's some cheaper ideas that you can ask for yourself. First, I'm going to go through a couple things I keep in my bag all the time. They're cheap and handy. One, little pair of craft scissors. I like these craft scissors because they're small, stay super sharp, and they're great for, cutting off tape on a stick or anything else you need to cut with. Super handy to have, and small size is great. You can find these anywhere. You can buy them online. You can also buy them in stores, just about anywhere. Super handy. Always have a pair of these kind of scissors in my bag. Another thing that I always have in my bag that I find really handy to have is a little screwdriver. This is a little Stubby Screwdriver. This one's a Stanley brand. Pretty much everybody that makes tools makes something similar to this. A couple key things I really like about this one is its ratcheting, which is handy to have, and the back of it opens to hold bits. This only has flat and Phillips head bits. Be a little bit nicer if it had some of the other types of bits that you need. But this is super handy to have, and it's a lot nicer to use this than it is to use some of the tiny screwdrivers that you'll see I have a little bit later on. But again, super cheap, super easy to find, and really useful to keep with you in your hockey bag. Another item that I keep in my bag all the time that I really like is the Tape Tiger. I've done a review of these Tape Tigers before. You can see the review, put the link somewhere up here. All this is it's just this really nice thing. You hold it like this, run it along the blade of your hockey stick, and it cuts the tape off very easily. Gets the whole blade of tape off, one go, pull it off into a ball. Makes it super easy to do. Do you need it? No. But is it helpful? Yes. And it's cheap. Really like these. This is the standard edition. There's a deluxe edition that has a screwdriver attachment to it on the end here, which is also very nice. If you don't have a screwdriver anywhere else, never bad to have extra screwdrivers around. Sometimes you need to have two of them to tighten up something, one on each side. So nice to have. Tape Tiger. Another item that I always keep in my bag is this little box here. This is a little storage container. I think it's a fishing storage container that I picked up. And what I have in here is I actually have two helmet repair kits in here. So you can see these are those little tiny screwdrivers I was talking about that are useful, but not as nice as that little Stubby Screwdriver that I have. But it has all the screws, the T-nuts, the J-hooks for helmet repair kit. And on the other side, this way, is I have a couple more screws for the helmets. These little guys for putting the straps on the helmet. But I also have in here then these fake rivets that I love to talk about that are great for fixing your hockey pants. So I keep all that stuff nicely in this little container. It's small, compact, holds everything. If you buy these helmet repair kits, a lot of times they come with a little plastic container that holds all of the stuff for the single kit, but I like this because it holds all of everything. I do have a couple other of those types of containers that I've picked up at places. Here's the exact same one as that one that I have there. Here's another one. It's a little bit different, kind of the same. So whatever you're getting, stuff like this, I like having things in a little bit sealed container in my hockey bag versus just having stuff sitting out. I keep my wax. I have like a bar of wax that I keep in a soap container in my bag, just so it doesn't get disgusting from all the stuff bouncing around in my bag. All right, another item that is something new that I've been carrying with me in my bags is wipes. These are like shower wipes, but if your rinks are anything like the ones around here with me, is when you're actually able to play, the showers have been shut down. And I sometimes have a 45-minute or longer drive home, which in the middle of winter I have the heat on because it's cold, and I don't want to smell disgusting because it's not a fun ride home. So these kind of wipes, well, they don't replace having a shower. They are nice to have when you can't take one. You can see different kinds here. These are sports specific. I don't know what makes them sports specific. These are kind of generic ones that I picked up at, I think, Target. So any of these kind of wipes like that, I think are really nice to have now when you can't shower at your rink. Next up, one of my personal favorite things that I love to always have, GoPro. Any kind of action camera really, but GoPro is obviously the king of them. This is an older model, works just great. Really nice to have for recording your games if you want to, or what I love to do is record yourself shooting. If you have any place you can shoot pucks around, or if you go to a drop-in, or anything like that, probably the best thing you can do on your own for getting your shot better is to watch yourself. And these little GoPros, or like I said, any little action camera, they're great because they're small and they record. This is Hero 3. This is about 6 years old, 7 years old camera. Works just fine. They're dirt cheap now because as soon as the new versions of GoPros come out, old ones drop in price like crazy, but these ones work just fine. They get HD, you can do slow-mo, anything you want, or you can record your games with them too. Now, if you are going to record, you're going to need something to record with. That's where this stuff comes in. If you're recording your games or anything where you want to record on the ice, these suction cup mounts are great because you can put it right on the glass. Or you can also they have little tripods. I mean, this is a real little tripod to put up and set up somewhere. They have mounts that have clamps on them to clamp onto something. All kinds of mounts like that. So if you're going to get something like a GoPro, definitely recommend getting some sort of mount for it. Now, if you don't want to go GoPro route, but you really like the idea of being able to record yourself, you can get these mounts that just work on these same things. So it works on a tripod, works on this guy, anything like that. And this is actually one to hold your phone. You just clamp your phone in there, can position it any way you want, and any phone that's made in the last couple of years does a great job recording video. Most of them can record slow-mo video even, which is even better. So that's really nice. Nice to be able to record. You can find a lot of these setups nowadays for real cheap with something to hold your phone, some sort of a tripod, usually it's a taller tripod, and a lot of them now come with ring lights because people are doing so much stuff online now and doing meetings online and recording online video, and things like that. You can get little packages like that for really cheap nowadays, but really handy to be able to record yourself doing things. All right, next up here is something a little bit different. This is something called the Hockey Tool. This is the deluxe version of the Hockey Tool. What it is, looks like a Swiss Army knife, and it's essentially what it is. It's a Swiss Army knife for hockey. And let me start getting everything out of here. It's got all kinds of hockey-related stuff in it that is handy to have. There you go. You have a screwdriver with a bottle opener, lace puller, Phillips head screwdriver, scissors, and a little pair of pliers. Compact, small size, has a lot of different tools in it. This is the deluxe version, has this nice case, and in the case also get a honing stone so you can take down any burrs on your skates. So if you notice that your skates have a problem like that and you don't have a chance to go get them sharpened. And if I can get it out of here, this one actually comes with a couple little screws, helmet screws that you can use. But you can always put something else in the little pouches here. So this is one of those handy to have, nice to have things. Again, I personally prefer getting the regular size tools or closer to regular size tools. But if you don't want to carry around like a whole screwdriver or something, this is another way you can still have that with you. It's the Hockey Tool. All right, next up here we have 3 different versions of a similar thing. These are all different things you can put on for your hockey stick grips. They all are similar-ish, all work slightly differently. I like trying them out, seeing which ones I like best. Of course, I have the butt ends here, which is the reusable one. None of these other ones are reusable. And it's pretty simple. It comes with some applicator fluid here. Put this on the end of your hockey stick. They have a bunch of different designs. And you find the design that you like, and you can actually just keep reusing it and putting it on new sticks as you use them. So there you go. That's the butt ends. Super nice. Similar to that is, and these two are pretty close to each other, is the sniper skin. All right, similar, but a little bit different, but 2 similar concepts here. You have the sniper skin. What this is it's like a rubbery plastic that you put over the butt end of your stick, and you pour hot water over it, and it molds it into it, and it gives you what looks like that. Exactly just like that. They have a bunch of different designs and colors. All these have different designs and colors you can use. And finally, my personal favorite here is the lizard skin. This is actually just kind of like tape. See here? Kind of what it looks like. It's just tape. I've done a video on the lizard skin. I'll link that up in the corner as well. Again, it's pretty similar to sniper skin. It's a one-time use product, so it's on one stick and that's it. And it's just taping up your stick. But it's a little bit different than hockey tape. It's got a little bit of a rubbery grip to it. So again, a bunch of different colors and designs that they have for it. So 3 different kind of ways here. Here I have a couple of different types of these. Practice stick handling balls. Stick handling balls are nice because you can use them on a carpeted floor, on a hardwood floor, something like that. And it's not going to be marked up with a puck, and they move really nicely. So they have all different kinds of ones. These 2 are smart hockey balls. See different sizes. The wooden ball, and then also the foam one here. They all react differently. All help with different things. They're nice to have around. They're great for working on stick handling. I usually have a couple of these by my TV, and if I'm just going to watch some TV, I can grab my hockey stick and just kind of do a little stick handling on the carpet. Little bit of stick handling, a little bit of work with it is better than not doing anything. So these are nice ones to have. They have all different types of these. This is one of those items you find usually near the register if you're going to a hockey store. Nice to have a couple different ones. They have weighted ones. They have different materials. You can also use a golf ball is another thing you can use if you don't want to get a particular hockey ball. Golf balls work the same way. So, kind of in line with that is Green Biscuits. Everybody knows Green Biscuits. They're like the best stick handling pucks out there. They have the ones that also have like the rubber ring around it that you can shoot with. All different kinds of designs, all different kinds of colors. They have team ones now. Great for rough surfaces, like in your driveway. This is probably my favorite of the Green Biscuit variants, the Alien one. And it's my favorite because, there we go, it lights up. I just think that's kind of fun. So every time you hit it, it lights up. So it's a neat thing to have if you're outside and you're doing a little stick handling, just because it looks cool. All right, up next is something that I think is super essential, and I wish more people used it, but it's something to clean your gear with. Any of this kind of stuff to clean your gear with, a little spray bottle when you get home and take your gear out, because I know you're taking your gear out of your bag after games, right? Yes, I know you are. So any kind of cleaner is nice. I don't use this after every game. Every other game or so, though, when I take my gear out and hang it up, give it a quick spritz. It does help. I notice it if I don't use it for a while. I do notice my gear is a little bit stinkier, but this really does make a huge difference and makes your gear not reek like crazy. So, and you can get this stuff for real cheap. This is like actual hockey gear cleaner. I know people use a combination of like rubbing alcohol and water. Rubbing alcohol is great because it evaporates really quickly. You can also use Simple Green. Is a real popular one, just like a diluted version of Simple Green in a spray bottle. Does the same thing. So definitely recommend some kind of gear cleaner. Not just for yourself, but more for everybody else around you. Another big idea of something that I really like here is this guy. This gear hanger. Kind of show what it looks like here. It's a really simple idea. It's just a hanger. It's got all these hooks on it for hanging your gear. It's great if you're traveling anywhere. If you do any kind of travel tournaments or travel away to games. I've done a couple of those Rent the Rink events that you guys have seen where, I'm staying in hotel rooms or Airbnbs, and I don't always want to just have my gear lying around on the floor. Some of them are pretty small, and if I have my gear all over the floor, I can't walk around and I can't get anywhere. Also not great putting them in the chairs in hotel rooms. That's what a lot of people do, just kind of hang their gear on a chair. And a lot of times those chairs just kind of soak in the smell of the gear and just, they smell awful then. So not great. But this guy, really, it's a small, easy thing to take with you. And then you can just hang your gear up somewhere. You can hang it, in the closet. You can hang it if you have you can open a window actually. You can hang it over that. I've actually hung this by the window, by the air conditioning unit, and had the fan on in the air conditioning unit so it blows up on it. So here you go, gear hanger, Really nice to have if you go to any sort of travel anything. Alright, and finally, last thing I have here, these guys, they're called Underpass X. It's a really simple concept. I'm going to show with a broken stick here. But obviously you use a full-size hockey stick, and all it does is it makes a little training aid out of a hockey stick. If you have a broken hockey stick, it's a great way to use a broken part of a hockey stick. It's a great way to use if you have a second hockey stick to use that. These are really inexpensive. Come in packs of 2. You can buy a couple of them and make a little setup with them if you want. But yeah, really easy to just hold onto the hockey stick like that. So that is the Underpass X. Another item that I have talked about previously that I really enjoyed was the Ska Boots. You can see here I have a video where I talked about the Ska Boots and think that they're really useful, especially now when people have to change outside of the locker rooms. It makes it really easy to maneuver around with that. Alright, and that's it. That is your budget-friendly holiday gift guide from the Beer Leaguer out to you. Hope you guys got some ideas for things that you're going to give to other people or ideas of things to ask for from other people. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.